Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe. It's also Ryan Halpert. What's going on, brother?
Dave, what's going on? How you doing?
Having a little sippy there, a little sparkling.
Gotta have
Friends,
that.
highly recommend. I mean, just, there's all kinds of sparklings. For me down here in Florida, we've got the old Publix down here, and they've got their own little Green Wise, which is probably like your Kroger or whatever up in wherever you live. Maybe
Yeah,
if you're up north or whatever, but this Greenwise stuff is the ish.
that stuff is really good. I had one of those when I was over there, and I was like, ooh, I was almost going to start running through them because that was a good one. But I said, no, you know what? I'll get my own. I'll get my own. And then I actually
Oh,
haven't been to Publix since. But
run, dog, run.
that was
You know, anytime you're over, run through those drinks.
just run through the drinks.
Run through the drinks, man. I just got a whole nother shipment of 12. What are they? 12 packs, yeah, of sparkling delivered right to the door. So it's a revolving door around here with sparkling water for sure. And I got my little druggy too. I got my little druggy.
Your chemicals.
Oh, I got my little and I
Chemicals,
say, yeah, my
chemicals
girlfriend.
over
Chemical
calories. That's
chemicals over calories. This isn't a health podcast, but it's an honest one. It's an honest one.
that's for damn sure.
Yeah, because I mean, I introduce the health, but I also say, hey, I got me a little, what do they call that? What do they call that? It's a vice.
Oh.
A vice. So AI, man, it's changed the game again. Yesterday, ChatGPT released something called Agent. I don't know about you, but as I'm talking about Agent, I feel the need. So, yes, agent mode. What sucks about us and why this isn't as cool as we think it is because we've got the big reflection of our lights and our computer on our glasses, and it doesn't really actually look as cool. So
they could see all the mess on my desk is what you're telling me.
right.
They can see the mess I've positioned the camera so perfectly to hide every time.
Yeah. Basically, when the glasses backfire on you, you know what I mean? Holy smokes! All right, so yes, Mark was talking about Agent too. I saw that. So Agent, basically, what ChatGPT. I'm just gonna log in here. I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like, because I do have it. Because I got the big boy. I got the big plan. I got the big pro plan. All right. So, yeah, basically what Agent is, you can see it activated right down here. And it's basically just when you are choosing what mode you want to go into. It prompted me to just activate Agent. So the bottom line is it looks like the other ChatGPT what do you want to call them, models, if you will. But what it does is it actually starts its own kind of computer, and it can log in to websites. Please continue the task. It can log into websites. So here's what I asked it to do for me yesterday, and I had a hard time, right? It didn't work flawlessly. I screwed around with it for a couple of minutes and a couple of hours, and it took a lot of time. It's setting up its desktop. So you're going to see it set up a computer right here. It's going to set up an open computer screen. And what it's going to do is I asked it to go log into so it can log in. It can't log in. You have to log in to your accounts for it. It opens up a little screen where you can take control of it. And so I asked it to go to my YouTube channel and go to my Wisty account and dig through and find clips that I could repurpose and turn into longer form videos. and specifically YouTube videos, because one of the things that I think is kind of, and this is a side note, it's kind of, and it's taken for like setting up my desktop. I want you guys to see this. See how, I mean, it's taken a long time. I don't know if, let me just stop sharing and try to see if I can maybe potentially.
Maybe a refresh on the whole window, possibly.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I just refreshed.
Well, I know from that video you sent me last night. I mean, that was way beyond what I was expecting. I mean, I was expecting, a way to do more advanced automations and to have it be able to sync and transfer data around and stuff like that. And then you send me a video of ChatGPT logging into platforms and going to your YouTube channel and doing all these different stuff. And I says, man, this is a different level than what I was expecting. This is,
you know what? I should actually, we should share that, because, and guys, there's going to be some F words. There's going to be some language in this next clip, but this was my initial reaction to having it, to having Chat GPT agent kind of going crazy. Tell me if you can hear this or not.
Can't hear it. No.
Oh, damn it.
I got it open too. You want me to try?
Yeah. I don't, why can't we ever share audio? Like, this is our nemesis, bro.
It is our nemesis. Let's try it. Let's try this one. I made sure to tell it to share audio. Let's see.
Step into the motherfucking future, bro. The shit is on fucking fire.
Pause it real quick. This was my very first. So basically what I asked it to do was I asked it to go in and go and pull clips from my YouTube account and my Wistia account, so we could repurpose them in this kind of large body of work that we have and put like maybe a new intro on it, because the concept is still the same, and we could repurpose it and turn that into a long YouTube video. So I was asking it to scrape and pull and then edit these videos for me, right? Do the whole 9 yards. So anyways, go back to playing the video, because I was kind of freaking out. Yeah, seeing the kind of, it says setting up its desktop and how it shows you that it's kind of doing everything. Go ahead.
Everything that it's doing, dog. But we logging motherfucking into Wistia right now, big dog. Let's motherfucking, come on. I need to ask the user for their credentials. I got you, motherfucker. Oh, we loading the YouTube page. It's loading the motherfucker. Let's see if it goes to my motherfucking page. Hold on. What we doing? We stuck on YouTube. Oh shit. I've gathered trending topics for your series. Oh, this motherfucker going crazy right now, bro.
I think more than anything else, it shows how excited we get about this stuff when it comes out and when we get to play with new toys.
I had no intention of that being streamed live today, by the way. Like, that was a straight up video for Ryan's eyes and ears only. Like, only.
No. I mean, it was good though. There wasn't anything too out of hand in there. But we were but no, you sent me that. And I mean, that was amazing, because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, like I said, just some kind of workflow builder or something like that. How to have, connect it and have ChatGPT automatically respond to emails and shit like that. I didn't think it was going to log into your Wistia account and start finding videos and clipping them out for you. I mean, that's incredible. That's a huge load of tasks, actually, for that. Before, you'd have to do them all one at a time, right? Now, Can we get to the same outcome with AI now?
That's the question, because I'm not here to pump AI up as if it's like our God, because the bottom line was that the thing still hasn't completed the task for me. Like, I actually went in and was able to do more while it was work. Well, I wasn't sitting there. Like, it was taking a lot of time. So I was like, dude, this, I tried another editing AI tool during that time and edited at 11 o'clock at night 2 videos myself while this thing was working. So I think that's the point here, like for me this morning.
Yeah.
It's not that, like, I'm not really on AI's, like, I have been all over it, and it's been the coolest thing in the last 24 hours. And I'm also just sick of it and don't even want to use it right now. Like, I have both of those feelings, you know what I mean? And I think the most important thing about the whole episode today is that, yeah, this thing was released. I mean, I'm still staring at it. Okay. I'm still staring at it, and it's doing one of these deals. It's doing the old spinny spin. I don't know what I'm doing with my life over here deal is what it's doing. It's, you know what I mean? Like, this is something went wrong, right? It's like, this is $200 a month. You know what I mean? This is $200 a month AI. This is the top level of ChatGPT right now. And I'm not saying that it's not going to get better. We're less than 24 hours into this particular model. It's almost like ChatGPT, the company OpenAI for GPT it's almost like it keeps giving birth to kind of smarter. This is probably the best analogy I can come up with. Keeps giving birth to smarter children, right? It's also a little bit scary. So I understand those of you who are freaked out about AI. Like, I've seen the videos where people are like, there's videos out there, Ryan, where people are causing all of this chaos in a video and saying, super intelligence is da-da-da, and it's getting shared hundreds of millions of times all over the internet. People are fear mongering like crazy right now with AI, like crazy. So there's a lot going on right now with AI, right? And it's going to continue to evolve and develop. You're not stopping it, right? The best thing that you could do right now is figure out how to profit from it. Okay. Some examples would be, even the dudes who are fear mongering right now are profiting from it. You understand that?
Yeah.
The media companies who have been fear mongering in the news in the media for decades have been profiting off it. They wouldn't do it if they weren't. So understand the game right now, that, and at least I'm sharing my perspective on it, is I get really excited and I share videos like that in the first 3 seconds because I'm a child, but once I start using the thing and realizing that we're early in this, and look, it can probably do a lot more than what I gave it. There's no doubt, right? I'm a dumb 9th grade dropout guy. I'm not asking it to build me apps and stuff like that. I'm not that smart. But the takeaway here is don't underestimate what you can also just get done as a human being. Don't underestimate the value that you as a human being will continue to have over the coming years, because in real life, right, the thing that we're actually doing and walking around in, that's going to become more valuable, friends, as you go to various places. Say, for example, restaurants, where one restaurant is ran by robots. You have no human interaction. We are going to yearn for those in-person experiences, those skills. Surely a robot can talk perfectly, but it's going to be impressive that a human can share something on camera that moves people. And there will be a distinction. There will be law. There will be regulation on this. And there will be a massive cleanup on the internet where anybody who's just posting crap videos, they'll get taken down. So, friends, don't be afraid of AI. Learn how to profit from it, period.
Without a doubt. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think, like, for anybody who's come through our AI decade in a day, you've seen kind of what we do to get really good responses out of ChatGPT and get really good results from it, using AI command engines and that type of stuff, sequences of AI prompts to get from A to B. And now we're going a much further distance with this new AI agent, right? So one of the things I'm really curious to see, and I don't have any doubt that we're going to eventually get there, but I think we're probably in the same place we are with some of the AI video clipping tools and stuff like that, where they'll do the job, but they don't do it phenomenally well to where it's like it actually meets the expectation of like, this is a bomb ass video with a great headline and the color is fixed and all that. Like they claim all those things, but really it's just something that's good at, changing the aspect ratio, grabbing a 1 minute segment that starts with a clean sentence and then throwing captions on it, right? At the end of the day, none of those videos are really taken off. And I think we're kind of dealing with a similar thing here with this agent. I think it's going to take quite a bit of time for that to really catch up. But I think what we're also going to battle with is so many people right now jumping in and trying to use that feature. It's going to be just like, as soon as people start posting on YouTube and social media about this and really showing what this does, people are going to get obsessed. They're going to flood to it. It's going to create a ton of traffic and more than what ChatGPT has created on their own. And then it's just going to bog it down even more and make it even harder for us to use it. And one of the things that comes to mind for me, Dave, I mentioned this over message to you, is that like, I know, for instance, in ChatGPT, if I take a big transcript for a video, and I try to get it to pull like the highlights out. Like this is what I'll do when we're clipping out shorts from like an episode of Wake Up Legendary. I'll put a transcript in and I'll say, I need you to analyze this transcript on a very deep level. And I need you to look for all the headlines that would make great hooks from things we said in the transcript. So I can, and then tell me the timestamp for that so I can go and look to see if I can make a video there. And that's just so I don't have to watch the whole thing back to try to make a clip, right? If I give it a really long one, what'll happen is it'll actually miss a lot of really good stuff, right? Then I go through because it'll try to give me that default 5 or that default 10. Or what it will do is it will just only go through the first 7 minutes or so of the transcript and then just give me hooks from that. And I'll have to kind of keep working it to get it to kind of keep going. I'm not saying it finds bad hooks. With a good prompt or command, you can get it to give you really good hooks based with that strategy, and that's why I still do it. But I wonder with this AI agent, right? Are we going to be in a similar situation with like the task that you gave it, right? Which is, okay, go through all these Wistia videos in this account and find me all the clips that I'm looking for in there, and right? How well is it gonna? Because I imagine it's probably doing the same thing. It's probably burning through the transcripts on those videos to try to find
right
those clips.
That's what it does. I mean, which is not a new technology, honestly. I mean, Google and these internet scrapers and scanners have done that before. It's just the fact that this thing is operating with more logic, which it pretty much outlines on the agent page here. It gives you the different things that they're calling that it does: spreadsheet, bench. I believe these are the kind of different broadening real world utility. The United Agentic capabilities significantly enhance GPT's usefulness in both everyday and professional contexts.
It would be a good, I think would be a really good YouTube example, like a good YouTube video for us to make would be like a stress test on this, where we give it something mega simple, mega easy, but requires the use of its like abilities. And then we just gradually make the task harder and harder or require more steps and just see where we finally defeat it.
Yeah. Well, it appears to be giving some insight here into its accuracy on some of its spreadsheet abilities or intelligence or whatever. And if I'm understanding this correctly, which I may not be, but it's still giving human accuracy a much higher score than agent. You know what I mean? And then the other GPT models, and of course Copilot and Excel, which is the other AI tool that Microsoft is developing. So what it'll do, and it breaks this down, it's really for computing, building spreadsheets. I mean, ChatGPT could already write code and build apps. And honestly, one of the coolest things to do with some of these things is is ask it how to do something. Like if you want to do something, if you want to build an app, if you want to set something up, just ask it, ask it how to do it. Ask it what you should be asking. That's even, I think, one of the things that's really powerful with AI is that, and I've always said this, I mean, the quality of your answers is going to depend on the quality of your question. So, have AI also ask you to, help you ask better questions. But yeah, this agent thing is interesting. Mine is still spinning out over here in the task that I gave it. Of course, I'm going to continue to play around with it. Hold on a second. Are you here? Where's agent? For some reason now on my home page here. Let me ask it, where's agent? I'm inside my chat GPT.
It's bugging right out on you.
I don't see agent now. Well, I mean, you can imagine, man, the amount of people that are how do I share this page instead?
Yeah,
they're probably using the thing right now. Yeah. It's like there's probably a lot of people that are using it. So let's see what this is doing here real quick. I'm here. Are you here? Where's agent? It looks like agent mode isn't active right now. If you intended to use agent or switch modes, you might need to enable it again from your settings. How can I help you in the meantime? See? Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see. Go to the settings. I mean, I don't even see in my settings where agent is. I mean, I'm an idiot. I'm just as, if you guys feel that you guys have a hard time navigating this stuff, I'm a technical idiot. But yeah, so this kind of stuff becomes frustrating, right? It's like, this is the same frustration that we all deal with every day. And I want to reiterate what I said at the beginning of the call. Last night when I was playing around with agent and it was spinning and working and blah, 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 doing its thing, doing its AI thing, I edited 2 actual videos and I did something else that was productive.
Yeah,
the damn thing, and it still hasn't done. I still haven't accomplished a damn thing with agent. Right? I'm paying $200 a month for the thing, so I can be, and what I realized that they do too is it limits your prompts, right? That's why at the beginning when I was like, before I upgraded to Pro, I was like, why is my thing not working? And it's just because even with agent, they're like, you get so many prompts per month, right? So yeah. It's one of those things to where like for me, the way that I look at this is that right now I'm better than AI, and I don't see any time in the future unless I can actually I can't see a time to where AI could ever run this business entirely. If this was a robotic business, you guys wouldn't be here. Right. So for me, it's like the way that I look at AI is I say in a lot of ways, it's already able and capable to do a lot of the things that make my job easier or your job easier, which is like computing math, putting like quick tasks, like taking a transcript and giving me a few bullet points or turn it into a short form script. I can it can do so much already, but it can't replace me in my business. And I think that's like my point this morning. And what I was reminded last night is like, if I would have sat there while it was processing and doing its thing in 29 minutes with the screen open and it's going crazy and it's doing all the stuff, but then all of a sudden it fails. It's like timed out or whatever after 29 minutes of sitting here waiting for it to spit something out. Oh yeah, give me something that's going to help me get rich online. And then it's like it just takes a dump. And it's like, thank God I was doing something during that time. So the takeaway for me is, and you guys can do whatever you want, I don't care about AI. AI is not my God. I'm against AI taking up, like, I don't want to, it's literally a tool in the toolbox still for me. I'm not afraid of, the fear mongering. And it's about how do you profit off of this right now in a way that's like ethical and moral. Like, I'm not a big fear monger, so that's not really my style, but making some edgy videos, like the news and the media has figured out how to do a great job at fear mongering appropriately, right? Like they do it in a way that just gets you like, not like, look at this negative. It's like, oh, did you hear that? Like, I got a certain way of delivering the news that makes you not hate them, but be scared or hate the people that maybe they're talking about or whatever. So understand that what's most important for you guys right now is not whether you are for AI or not AI. I mean, some people are literally in this, like, is this against my religion? Is this, it's like, look, my hope is if there's, Jesus and God and all these people who are actually, impact. I don't want to. I hope they're not worried about me. I hope they're saving some people with cancer and some little kids who are getting some bombs dropped on them, right? So they're not worried about me using AI or not. That's my belief. Now, this isn't a religious podcast, but my belief is that, look, it's a tool. It's like a car. When cars came out, I'm sure everybody was like, what are these things? How dare they impede on my horse and buggy? I mean, it's like,
yeah, I wanted to make that joke. You were right on it.
Yeah, it's like how dare they? I like to I put gasoline in a vehicle. I'd much rather pick up manure. Like, I mean, I'm sure.
What kind of accent is that? What that you were just doing?
I don't know. It's just like what is this? Like, it's like a snooty. It's how I imagine some people are acting about AI right now. Like, I'm not going to let a robot, this is the mark of the beast. It's like, oh my God, the devil's in this thing. It's like, we get crazy about this and make it more than it is. My hope is that, the people who or the beings and the species that invented this is worried about helping people stop getting bombs dropped on them, not whether I'm using AI in my, in the basement of my house over here trying to figure out how to, get a message that helps people out to more people on the internet, right? So it's important to think of all of this like the gold rush, right? And you can either go and run to go get the gold, right? You can go and dig it up, and that's what like OpenAI is doing, and Facebook. They got the big machines to pull up the big boulders of gold. You're not going to dig faster than they're digging. So figure out, how do you sell picks and shovels along the way? How can you profit off of some other aspect of the movement? And part of that, of course, is about creating content, which is what we're doing right now about it, right? Like, as you're watching this, we're also simultaneously doing this, right? So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of doing and reporting here kind of as it's happening live. And maybe Sam Altman is the second coming and we just don't know it yet. But I think a lot of the biggest problems, a lot of the biggest major use cases, I mean, we've already seen them, like you said before, we've already seen them satisfied, right? Like, for instance, if you're a video editor, and putting captions on a video is probably the most time-consuming thing that doesn't take a lot of skill, right? You've got a 15-minute video with 10,000 words in it. I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm guessing. And you want to go ahead and try to put subtitles on that, like what we see, you're going to be there for a whole day typing it, right? Unless you got some kind of typing out each word, right? resizing the text, positioning it properly. Oh boy, and don't accidentally screw something up and shift that timeline. You are screwed, right? You might as well just throw the whole project away. No subtitles, right? But now you're right. That feature already came out years ago, right? And we have that. That's something that AI, it's a brilliant usage, right? Because you take it, you just hit a button, and pretty much every software has it now, editing software. You hit a button, you highlight the section you want to caption, you hit the button, and then it calculates for, depending on your video length, 1 to 5 minutes. And then you customize the look of every caption at once if you want, or you pick a template they gave you, and now you're done. And so that to me, that's a low value task, right? You're not going to pay somebody a load of money per hour to do that. Anybody could do it, right? With a day of training, even if they have no experience. And it's also the most time consuming. And so now that's the biggest time save that creates a great enhancement on any video. And that's just one example, but AI is definitely, prior to this thing, already accomplished satisfying a lot of those needs, a lot of those really high frequency use cases. And so even if they were to totally pause where it's at right now, I'm good with it. And it's still made my life a million times easier. And I think those are the types of things that everybody should, know how to do. Because there's things that, people are doing in their day-to-day that could be done with AI that would make it a lot faster and easier, right? Things from as simple as, making using it instead of doing a Google search, or using it to get some very specific information that you'd otherwise have to get somebody on the phone to find out. I've done that a ton of times. I've been sharing with some of our members in my meetings, right, as we're talking about AI, that I have a ceiling fan downstairs that stopped working on me. I took a picture of the sticker on the fan. I also did this with a window. I did this but this was more impressive, on the fan. And it told me everything about the fan, and it walked me through the diagnostic for the fan to figure if I had to replace it or if I could fix it. And what it wound up being was the little receiver up in the top of the thing that the remote gets the signal from, right? And it literally told me, because I have tools here, of course, and it told me, take your multimeter, go to this wire, set it like this, look for this measurement, report back and tell me what you get when you test that. It was also telling me how to do it safely. Turn the breaker off, turn the switch on, do this, and it walked me through that whole process. It took me longer to get the screws out of the freaking cap than it did to do everything it told me inside the fan to figure out what the problem was. And then it sent me the link for the $25 receiver on Amazon, and I put it in and it fixed the goddamn fan. And it was unbelievable, right? And I think that's that to me, right? I don't have to call an electrician. I don't have to pay somebody to come out and replace my fan or fix my fan. I don't have to do a Hail Mary and replace the fan, which would have fixed it because there would have been a new receiver in that fan. But it wouldn't have fixed it if the problem was in the wiring of the house, or if a breaker went bad or the switch went bad or something. I'd still have a broken fan. Now I'd be out more money. No, instead of that, right? It was able to guide me through, right? And God's not going to get mad at you for using a tool like that, for the same reason he wouldn't get mad at you for hiring somebody who knows how to do that to come in and fix your house. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my stance on that piece. It's just there a lot of those really big use cases that are absolutely life-changing, I believe, are already here. And with this agent thing, I think that's going to be the next level of that. Maybe they're doing too much, though. I mean, it could be. It could be.
We're all doing too much.
Yeah,
we're all doing too much. It's crazy. I mean, this is God, you said something that really made me think of something. I wanted to say it, and now, damn it, I farted. Damn brain farts, man. As you get over that hill.
Well, at least it was a brain fart, not the other kind. The kind you got to check on.
Oh, I know. And I was just listening to Theo Vaughn this morning and talk with Shane Gillis on a podcast about going carnivore and shitting their pants. So that was kind of a fun way to start the morning. But yeah, man, I mean, this stuff is literally, It's a tool. It's not anybody here's God, right? And the most important thing is to really figure out how, to get in where you fit in right now. Because this is we're in a unique time right now, and really focusing on your human skills are the place to be, right? It really is. I still continue to believe, and I likely will continue to believe this, and I believe that this will continue to be a greater and greater theme amongst our society, is that developing your person, our society, the last thing we are going to do, and I promise you this, I promise you this, because the world is we live in a crazy world, but we live in a good world. We live in a world where people are mostly good. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. And the reason why I know that's true is because I've heard, read, listened to people who have talked to thousands and thousands of people. And I've also talked to thousands and thousands of people in my life. And I have never talked to somebody who didn't love somebody. I've never talked to somebody who didn't love somebody. Everybody loves somebody. And so, I have faith in humanity, right? Like I do. If I didn't, what would be what do you mean? Like, I don't have faith in humanity. Like, I actually really do. Call me optimistic. Call me positive, right? So I think that, that we're gonna push this thing to the edge, but we are going to value human experiences in the long run. We are going to protect our species. We will do what we can do to protect our species. And so I would not get caught up in that. We oftentimes get so caught up in the afterlife and the future, and that is fine. That is good. That is important stuff. But also, what about the now life? What about what you're able to do now? And there's going to be a lot of people who would wish they were around on the internet at this time, 5 and 10 years down the road, even a year down the road. So anyways, my friends, meet us back here on Monday for another episode. We're going to continue to bring more updates and real talk about what's going on with AI. We're still using AI every single day, and we'll continue to use AI in the ways that we need it to do tasks for us in the business. And if you want to learn how we use AI, go take our AI Business Builder Challenge. I mean, it's very, very simple. I've seen some people here in our community who have yet to take the challenge. And I'm just thinking, get in there, at least check it out, see how we're using it, see how we're teaching you to use it. It is different than just typing in something. We're teaching you how to use sequences. We're teaching you how to think in a way that's going to allow this tool to be useful for you instead of just scary to you or overwhelming to you. And also every single day in places like this reminds you that, hey, don't forget about you. These tools ain't going to replace you. They won't. I know it might feel like that, but they will not. They will not. You matter and are important, and the world will pay you to further develop your skills and bring value to them. That I promise. All right, my brother. We'll see you back here on Monday for another episode, and we'll likely talk to you before then. All right? Get out of here, my friends. Have a great weekend. Meet us in Nashville, too. Okay? Nashville's coming up September 5th, 6th, and 7th. Throw that link up there for them real quick. Make sure that you get your ticket. We're almost to capacity. Okay? So grab your ticket. We'll meet you there. It's going to be a blast, and you're going to learn a ton and probably be one of the most impactful experiences of your adult life. I assure you of that. It's really, really a cool experience. So get there, meet us there. And with that being said, get out of here. Peace.
Peace.